The town of Crestwood lay nestled beneath a shroud of perpetual mist, as if the very air held its breath. People lived here in quiet harmony, but beneath the tranquil surface, an unsettling mystery lingered. A string of inexplicable deaths had plagued the town for years, each victim falling prey to an unknown silent killer. Amelia, a young and inquisitive journalist, arrived in Crestwood to uncover the truth. With her pen as her sword, she delved into the chilling enigma that gripped the town. Her investigation led her to an old, decrepit mansion on the outskirts, whispered to be the heart of the terror. As night fell, Amelia stood before the looming mansion, her heart pounding in rhythm with the eerie wind. The house exhaled an aura of dread, its windows like vacant eyes staring into her soul. She entered cautiously, a flashlight guiding her through the suffocating darkness. Each step echoed through the desolate halls, and her own breathing sounded like a scream. Amelia's flashlight flickered, casting fleeting shadows that danced like specters. Her footsteps seemed to merge with otherworldly whispers that grew louder with every step. The air became icy, and her skin prickled as she ascended a grand staircase. At the top, she faced a maze of corridors, each one darker than the last. It was as if the mansion itself shifted, leading her into its heart. In a forgotten chamber, Amelia discovered a collection of diaries. These pages spoke of a cursed lineage, a family tormented by an insidious legacy. The author, a tormented soul, wrote of hearing whispers that promised power and immortality in exchange for blood. The lure had driven them to commit unspeakable acts, their hands forever stained. Amelia realized that the whispers mentioned were not merely words, but the embodiment of the silent killer. The entity thrived on fear and despair, feeding on the lives it extinguished. As her realization crystallized, the walls around her seemed to sigh, and the shadows deepened, closing in like vengeful spirits. Suddenly, a voice slithered through the air, a chilling susurration that clouded her sanity. "You seek the truth, little mortal," the voice hissed. "You shall join the legacy, a vessel for my hunger." Amelia's heart raced as panic threatened to overwhelm her. She clutched the diaries, her fingers trembling. With sheer willpower, she resisted the allure of the voice and the shadows that writhed menacingly. She knew she had to sever the cycle of death. She began reading aloud from the diaries, her voice strong despite the quiver within her. The mansion trembled, and the air grew heavy with anger. The whispers fought back, trying to drown her words, but she persisted, her voice growing louder and more resolute. Light began to pierce the darkness, banishing the shadows inch by inch. A violent gust of wind filled the room, extinguishing her flashlight, but Amelia continued to recite the words that would break the curse. The mansion convulsed, the walls shaking as though in agony. The voice grew frantic, its once confident tone now laced with desperation. And then, with a final, thunderous roar, the mansion collapsed upon itself, its malevolent presence obliterated. The darkness was expelled, leaving Amelia in the midst of rubble and ruin. Crestwood awoke to a new dawn, the mist finally lifting, and the town was free from the clutch of the silent killer. The mansion was now a pile of debris, a monument to the horror that had gripped the town for so long. Amelia's tale of courage and triumph spread far and wide, a reminder that even in the face of unimaginable darkness, the strength of the human spirit could prevail. The town of Crestwood began to heal, its people finding solace in the return of peace. But some nights, when the wind howls through the ruins, a faint whisper can still be heard, carried on the breeze, a chilling reminder of the silent killer that once reigned, now forever silenced by one brave soul's unyielding resolve.